Deliver your children to the good life. Give them peace and shelter. And a pork and knife. Hello everybody, how are you doing? What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on here. Beatles submarine got tagged by the one and the only Lubner. She tagged us to do a Beatles tag. She tagged us in a tag. Oh my god, it's a lot to handle, I know. 22 questions that relate to the Beatles and gotta answer them. I have to. I'm tagged. I can't ignore this. Yes, I have a question. When or how did you first hear the Beatles? I first heard the Beatles, I can't really recall, like, the first, oh my gosh, like, it's the Beatles. I just have memories from being really little, because my dad loves the Beatles. And so, I just had memories of, here's a memory for you. Here, that poster over there. I'd always try, when I was little, I'd always try and name the Beatles. That one's John, that one's George, you know, to impress my dad. And I don't think I ever really got it right. I only knew Ringo and Paul. I always got John and George mixed up. But you know, just the radio, always hearing songs and such. As a follow-up question, when or how did you get into the Beatles? October, November-ish, 2009. And how? Well, I was getting my hair cut at my dad's friend's house, and we were in the basement, you know, my hair's getting cut off. And my dad's friend's son comes downstairs and starts playing the newly introduced to the world Beatles rock band. And my dad was like, oh yeah, I want to go, you know, see how that is. And I'm sitting there and I just hear
paperback writer.
This guy's really opened up. I mean, it was a big deal. Yes, who is your favorite Beatle? There's no glass in these. My favorite Beatle is George. Yes, Miss Jamie, favorite Beatles song at the moment?
Don't pass me by, don't make me cry, don't make me blue. 'Cause you know, darling, I love only you.
And what is your favorite Beatles album at the moment? I've been, for a few weeks, just been on a Sgt. Pepper kick. I've been listening to that a lot on my record player. So Sgt. Pepper's right now. Do you remember the first Beatles song you heard? First Beatles song I ever heard would probably have to be like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds or Yellow Submarine, I'm the Walrus. Because those are the ones All My Loving. Those are the ones I really remember from like my childhood. Those are the ones I remember. And if we're talking solo Beatles, Freedom by Paul McCartney was my anthem. How much Beatles merchandise do you own? Too much. How many Beatles albums do you own? All the actual 13 albums I own. And then I have, you know, like the Red Album, Blue Album, Rock and Roll Music. You know, I have a lot of like special albums. But like not all of them. Are you a mod, a rocker, or a mocker? I'm Bob Dylan. I'm not a mod, and I'm not a rocker. I don't have that attitude and all that fashion. So I'll just be a mocker, even though I'm probably not even that. Like Rolling Stone. How was your Liverpool accent? That just showed you how my Liverpool accent is. Which of the Beatles do you think was the most underestimated? Definitely George Harrison. Yes, I have a question. Do you think the Beatles cartoon should be brought back onto ABC on Saturday mornings? Absolutely! I mean, Saturday mornings are supposed to be spent watching cartoons. So, yeah, totally. I mean, I'd watch it. It's a great show. It'd get good ratings. Everybody love it. 1 and 1 is 3. Can you name every Beatles name and birth date off the top of your head? John Winston Lennon, October 9th, 1940. George Harrison, February 24th or 25th. I personally always thought it was 25th. Everybody debates it. 1943. Richard Starkey, July 7th, 1940. James Paul McCartney, June 18th, 1942. What is the best thing about the Beatles? Well, yeah. I mean, I'd say like, it's hard. I mean, the music's great, the humor's great. I'd say the personalities were the best part because the personalities were expressed, that's a good word, expressed through the songs, which made good music. And their personalities were also really funny and down to earth and honest. So, there! I put 2 answers right into 1. I don't know why I'm looking up here, but what would you do if you were a teenager in 1964 and got to meet the Beatles? My past experiences of meeting famous people. I get really shy. Like, I have a million things to say. I manage like a hi or something and a little compliment in there, but you know, I don't talk a lot. So, I mean, I don't know if I would still be my shy self and just be, how? Or if I would just, because the Beatles, you know, they're the biggest band I like, so I don't know if that fangirl would just come out and I'd just be like, going on and on and on, or if I'd freak out, or what I'd be like, but based on my previous meeting experiences, I'd probably be really shy. Have you seen every Beatles movie? Yes, I have. Do you have any friends who are Beatlemaniacs? I have one friend who goes to my school who likes the Beatles, and like, you know, she's a true fan, you know, she went to the Paul concert, you know, but I never have any classes with her. I mean, the most I've had is 1 class with her. But we managed to have a few lunches together, but, oh man. And this year we don't have any classes together, so we never really see each other except in like the hallway. What modern bands do I like? Oh, wait, I'm not, What modern bands do you like? And I love First Aid Kit. And I love, well, it's not a band, it's a guy. I love Jake Bugg. I like Florence and the Machine too. I got some pretty nice stuff. So yeah, I'd say those 3. Who was the greatest band of all time? The Rolling Stones. Who was the Walrus? Paul. That is the end of this Beatles tag. Feel free to do it. Feel free to write your answers in the comments. I like reading them. And thank you, Lubner. This was really fun. I like wearing glasses. It was really fun. Really great questions. So shout out to Lubner, who also turned 13 on September 1st. Happy birthday, Lubner. I already said it to you, but happy birthday again. Feel free to do this tag, all the submariners. Hop aboard the tag train. See you guys next week.